¿Hola? Ya. It will work when I finish. ¿Ok? Buenas tardes, bienvenidos al aula de ponencias del séptimo foro tecnológico desarrollado por Global Lean y patrocinado por Interroll. Mi nombre es Judith Zarco y soy la responsable del área de formación de Global Lean. Ahora vamos a ver un vídeo que nada, dura 2 minutitos para que nos conozcan un poquito mejor y sepan a qué nos dedicamos, y luego ya les doy paso a la ponencia.
La continua de procesos estratégicos y operativos de la cadena de suministro. Incrementamos tus estándares de calidad obteniendo ahorros de costes con nuestras soluciones integrales. Ayudamos a las empresas a competir apoyándonos en nuestras 5 áreas de desarrollo. Consultoría. Soluciones adaptadas a tu negocio. Analizamos y diagnosticamos la situación. Seleccionamos oportunidades. Planificamos la implantación. Te acompañamos y damos seguimiento a los resultados, garantizando el retorno de la inversión. Formación. Programas para tu desarrollo profesional. Supply Chain Management, Lean y Six Sigma. Estrategia operativa. Gestión de proyectos. Gestión de personas. Compras y aprovisionamiento. Planificación de la demanda. Logística inversa. Almacenaje. Distribución y transporte. Atención al cliente y servicio postventa. Digitalización y automatización. Global Leadership and Outsourcing. Desde el reclutamiento hasta el desarrollo in company de tu proceso. Gestionamos el talento, proveyendo perfiles para cualquier proceso de la cadena de suministro. Realizamos externalizaciones in-house de proceso con alto valor e implementamos tecnologías y metodología Lean en procesos como el Interim Management y BPO. Soluciones tecnológicas. Herramientas para potenciar los procesos con el valor de los datos y la tecnología. A3 Kaizen, la web app para gestionar proyectos y eventos Kaizen de mejora. OEE Capture, tecnología en tiempo real para conocer tu fábrica oculta. Desarrollos a la medida para el soporte y la automatización de procesos. GL Shop, soluciones de gestión visual. Amplia gama de productos pensado para el soporte de los procesos productivos. Global Lean, personas, procesos y tecnología para competir.
Muchas gracias. Ahora sí, les doy paso a la empresa Atlasdelivery y a Daria Ryabchikova y Tamara.
Bueno.
Y adelante.
Buenos días. I will speak English, but Tamara will translate it to Spanish just for you to be easier, because my speed of English is really high, so let's talk about it. So nowadays everybody is talking about customer delivery demands, new demands, with customer want to be their orders to be delivered in 30 minutes, and of course everybody is talking about it, like Amazon and all that stuff. But we all understand that transforming business, especially in logistics, is enormously hard.
¿Qué tal? ¿Todo entendido o es difícil? Difícil, ¿sí?
I can speak in English if it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, good. So no Spanish.
Sure.
Okay. We all
¿Estáis de acuerdo? Inglés es okay.
Yeah,
¿Sí?
okay. So transforming your business processes is extremely hard. We know this pain and we know how to cure it. My name is Daria. I am managing director and product owner of Atlas. And let's talk about the delivery transformation process. So more than 7 years, we are helping various businesses to transform their logistics, because we have our software Atlasdelivery, which can help you to automate each step of delivery. No matter which industry you are, we have retailers in several countries, in Russia and UK, because in UK it's really demanding logistics, and in Russia it's really harsh logistics. So we have 2 various fields of these countries and have different types of customers there. For these 7 years, we just performed tons of interviews with different participants of the logistic process. So, for example, we are talking with warehouse specialists, with logistics directors, with end customers, and truck drivers. And everybody is saying that logistics is really bad nowadays, and they have like their own image of how ideal logistics should look like. So, let's talk about it. Just imagine that you are one of our clients, Leroy Merlin. You are a retailer, So you have like DIY retail, you have several shops where you sell your stuff. You have various transportation company which deliver these goods from your manufacturer to your warehouse and then to your shops. So it's like a huge supply chain of everything that needs to be done here. So several transportation companies, several shops, a lot of clients which want their goods to be delivered by e-commerce or, for example, like that. And of course, you manufacture it. So what everybody wants to be, they want to have smooth delivery process from all this point on first mile, from manufacturer to warehouse, on freight, from warehouse to shop, pick point or hub or whatever you have in your business, and in last mile. And of course, the pain in logistics is managing returns. So all this stuff should be like managed smoothly in one system. Everybody should know where the order is, what should be the next stage, whether the order is now manufacturing or it's now packing on the warehouse or it's on the way. Of course, it's a miracle. It's really hard to be done. And we understand that reality is like that, because nobody really knows where the order is now. There are tons of and huge queues of drivers waiting for their loading or unloading if they're on warehouse, because nobody knows the exact time when the driver should be on the warehouse, how it should be packed, how it should be loaded, and what exactly time it is. So there are huge delays in customer, and customer will suffer because of it, because you will be late to your delivery. Transportation companies just don't have anything about incidents, because they know about it if something happened during the way, only if driver called him. But if driver doesn't call him, you won't know about this incident. So like there are a huge chasm among all the delivery participants, and what we want to do is to make it working all together, like in all chain, and making it like this ideal one. And again, you may think that, okay, it sounds really good, I want this, but of course we understand how hard to transform these processes and how hard it is to be this innovator, the first one who will start digitalizing the logistics. By the way, from what business fields you are? Are there any guys from logistics? Yeah? Just raise your hand. Okay. IT maybe? I am. Oh, good. Warehouse operations? No? Marketing? From which company are you guys? What type of business you prefer? Sorry? Okay. Each of you, despite of their business value and business division, can be this innovator, and you should make it, because you can make your business prosper. We all understand that this digitalizing, increasing your margins. In which way? You have like two parts, of course, revenue on cost, yeah? So you should increase revenue and put down the cost just to increase your margin. So how will you do it? First of all, you should create new delivery types, like click and collect, delivery in 30 minutes, narrow time slots, and some other delivery options to your client. Of course, it will increase your costs, because you need to have another person to doing it, and like, but we need to make optimization in other parts to reduce costs. For example, we need to have high transport utilization. Your one dispatcher should be working in a software to manage all the deliveries. You shouldn't have more personnel. You should be one person working with all that stuff together. And there is will be a huge decrease in returns and cancellations because of a new delivery service which you will provide with all of this. So again, how will I do it? Because it sounds perfect, but what should I do? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have like 5 steps. First one, it will be a little bit like mystery. We will talk about it on the end of the presentation. The second one, you should aggregate all the participants, like we saw in this picture, like all the participants in one infrastructure, in one IT field. Secondly, we need to create like full end-to-end visibility to know where the order exactly is, what should be its next stage, and what should be done. Of course, you need to automate. And what is the problem with automation? A lot of people are automating processes inside. But if your manufacturer, a transportation company, are not in the IT control of your company, it will be a huge mess, and your automation will just go in vain. So everybody should be in one field, and they should be easily integrated in your whole IT infrastructure. And finally, you should like create one system to manage all these business processes. And of course, surprisingly, this system is ours. It's Atlas Delivery. So each delivery participant have a unique interface where he can work with all delivery process. For example, if you are a retailer, you will receive order management, you will receive performer management. Performer means transportation company having best price with best rating and quality. Control all the delivery execution and support your clients, because your clients always want to know, will call you and say, oh, where my order is. So this is here. Your shops should become like small hubs, because if you want to deliver in smaller and narrower windows, it will be much more easier to make it to end customer from your shop. And of course, there should be click and collect management there and management of returns. So it will be easier stock exchange. Your warehouse, there should be like booking of exact time slot of loading and unloading. So drivers and transportation companies should know the exact time in which they should go to the warehouse to be loaded and unloaded. And manufacturer, of course, too. Transportation companies should do all the optimization stuff, like optimizing their routes, to be like the most efficient way to make it done. Managing incidents, I'm talking about like you won't know about problems in delivery after it had been done, but you should prevent it. For example, we have estimated time of arrival in our system based on GPS coordinate of a driver, so manager should know in advance that there are some problems and should make something with it. So to prevent it, managing incident management. So you won't lose money, you won't have cancellation returns and all that beautiful things that I was talking about previously. And resource management, because you have a huge amount of transport, of drivers, their time schedule, all that things. So all in one system. In our ecosystem, there are web interfaces and mobile apps. We have business portal, we have hub schedule management, this is the point about loading and unloading. We have portal for transportation company, and we have several mobile apps for pickers. If we have pick and collect, so a person in the shop assistant can make it like on the app that I order collected and go to a client. For drivers who perform delivery, nevertheless like B2B or B2C delivery, it will be one app. And track and trace for your clients, so like Uber style, all that fancy stuff that everybody wants to see now. So you will manage all orders in one interface. So you have like, no matter how person make it from e-commerce side, from the shopping side, or from manually, you can make it here. You can see all the information about order, its delivery time, it's like small infographics about how it was done, all history. We also have delivery confirmation here. So it's one management for every person, and you can transfer the rights to see it. Your logist, of course, or logistic of your transportation company will plan effective routes and can change it if he wants, because of course no automotive engine is smarter than dispatcher, because every time they said, okay, I want to change it a little bit, of course you can pre-plan and then just edit it, so it's okay. Then we have like control. You will see how what exactly is the time when the order was planned, what exact order it was, what was the real time when the driver enters the client, and or loads or unloads, and all the parameters you need to execute control. Here is like hub schedule. So you will see if, for example, there are five windows for trucks to be loaded, it's like a Google Calendar for them to book exact time slot for your transportation company or a driver. He goes in, booked the one time, and your warehouse will know that this order will be there. For example, if it's red, something is wrong, because your driver is on the warehouse, but your warehouse specialists are not ready, and he's staying and waiting. So it's your fault. But for example, if it's like that, driver will be not in time, but you can now do something with it. So for example, you can change. If somebody is here already on the hub, you can switch positions and make it like, and every road will be like okay. So this is driver interface. He will see in the mobile app, we have Android and iOS mobile app, like all the routes, all these tasks he needs to be done, he needs to do in there during the day. You also have like a delivery proof, so when he is in the customer or in the shop or like where he needs to unload this task, he has given it to customer, he made his signature, gave his rating, photo something, or we can photo also documents if you need and store them. So you can pay in advance, for example, to transportation company because you already see that he already proves it and there is like paper there, so there will be less paperwork. Your client will be like beautiful experience with track and trace. So he will receive SMS link. For example, when the driver loaded on the warehouse, you can already told him that okay, the planned time of arrival is like that. And for example, the last 15 minutes, you can see your driver go and just exact in your way. And for example, if you're in the shop, you should run to your house and just be prepared to have this order to be delivered. So full transparency, full visibility if you let your client do it. So it's like it depends on your process. And of course, you will have a new channel of communication with your client. So you can just SMS him or like chat with him. If something is wrong, he will change easily the date of the planned date of arrival or the planned date of delivery, and you will make it in the interface easily. And your driver will also receive an online update if something is wrong with this delivery. So it's like smooth again experience. Of course, the results are important because all this automation is not only automation because of automation. You need to have like pure business results. So here one of our clients have 33% of clients who return to them. So they order something on the site and then because they really love how the delivery was working because it's only e-commerce client, they just return to him. It was like in 2015 and we started to we launched Atlas Delivery with them. And then just see it's in next year and in 2 years the number of people who come back to them and purchase something again, it was like 88%. So it's like enormous, it's 2.5 times more. And because clients really love how the process of delivery is going, because the only way they contact the shop was driver, and that's all. And we launched last mile division with them together. This is also good because when we launched it in retail, in offline retail, in the beginning only 4 out of 10 deliveries were in time. So imagine client just want to have it like from 10 to 12 and only 4 have it in time. And after several months it's like weeks. So you can see it's like being really unstable, but going up. And in the end, in several months, it's become like 8 out of 10. So only 2 unhappy customers instead of 6. Like really enormous result. This is also a really important thing, share of negative feedback. We know that if client something ordered in e-commerce retail, there is a huge mess with delivery and they post it in the web. So in the beginning, our clients have like 78% of negative feedback about the delivery. Then we launched it here, and you can see as well, this all control stuff and this all collaborative system make it go down because every participant really know what's going on, whose fault is it that, for example, delivery is not in place, and in the end, customer was happy because the delivery was smooth, and they have like excellent rating on one of the UK sites. It's Trustpilot, and it's like each person who wants to order something online, he goes there, see whether there are negative, what feedback about this company is, and just see. So they have 5, and now it's really good, and for them it's like a huge victory. And finally, I was talking about cancellations and returns. So this is also real statistics from 6 months of the launch. In the beginning, we have like a huge number of cancellations because of the last orders in the day. So, for example, driver has 10 orders, and the last one he always messed up because like it was shifted down because he was late for the first ones. So clients just canceled it. And now they just understand that because 8 out of 10 drivers become more delivered in one place, they just here the cancellation also drops down. So all in all, let's just, I want to tell you about the first step, of course. We were talking that you need to aggregate all people here in one system. You need to create end-to-end visibility. You need to automate all the processes. And of course, you need to have like one system. So what is the first step, you might think? First step is like really simple. Just call us, Tamara and I, our BD. BD will be just happy to work with you to dive deep really in your business processes, because we know how to make it. We know it's really painful, but we love to change the delivery process on each stage. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer you. Any questions? Just everybody's like, I want the system. Yeah, you can. If you, for example, want a demo, we are staying in the, I don't know how it's called, block. How our block is called.
Okay, you have a...
Technology forum.
Technology forum. You can go to us and I will show you like one online demo of one of our clients if you want.
Vale, ¿hay alguna pregunta? ¿No?
Puede ser en
¿Necesitáis
español.
que Tamara os traduzca algo, os explique algo? Sí.
Hello,
Hi.
my name is Michal and I represent the company Sajik, and I wanted to know what kind of navigation do you use for the driver and what kind of cartography you're able to integrate in your solution.
Yeah.
I mean in the backend and also
Yes.
for the final customer or the delivery man. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. We are like a module system. We are like Lego box. We have really smooth REST APIs, and we can change each map you want, but our clients are using OpenStreetMaps. And in Navigator, we have like feature in the app, so driver can choose the navigation which he has on the phone, because we know that each driver like prefer some Google navigators or some other stuff, so he can choose it, and for us it's like okay.
Es también importante de decir es que el sistema está diseñado para gestionar todos los procesos de entrega en el mismo espacio. Y entonces, optimización de rutas es una de funcionalidades, pero no es una herramienta para optimización de rutas. Puede ser, en este caso, por ejemplo, la compañía de transporte que quiere equiparse de la solución de optimización puede utilizar una de herramientas que propone la solución. Tampoco herramientas que hemos presentado no son modular. Entonces, si por ejemplo hablamos del retail, tiene todas las herramientas a su posición. Si trabajan con la compañía de transporte ya está equipada y no necesita ningún motor de optimización, vale. Solo conecta con el sistema del retail para que retail pueda controlar lo que hace, en la condición que retail trabaja con 10 transportistas, 5, no solo uno, ¿sí? Y pues si, por ejemplo, hay una pequeña compañía de transporte que no está equipada, pero quiere trabajar con este retailer, entonces retail en este caso puede proponerlo una herramienta que está en su sistema ya. Entonces el sistema de facturación del sistema es para entrega. Una entrega puede ser camión, puede ser un box, puede ser un teléfono móvil. Sistema de facturación degresiva, más órdenes, más pedidos tiene, más entregas tiene, menos es el precio. Pero el cliente dispone ya todas las herramientas del sistema que no son bloqueados o necesita pedir un otro acceso. No. El sistema en la nube, en cloud, para como partner tenemos un Microsoft Azure.
Gracias, Tamara. ¿Alguna pregunta más? ¿No? Sí. Adelante.
Si no hay más preguntas, yo preguntaría una más. Sorry.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask, how do you deal with defective addressing systems or no addressing systems at all? Whether you use some solutions like what's 3 words, or how do you deal with delivery to doors which do not have actual address?
Yeah, it's a really good question, because in UK we have a problem because we don't have numbers of houses. We have names. For us it was like insane. Name of a house, really? So street and name. Of course, no system can deal with it. And we have like geocoded service. It's Google. It can be placed by like exact coordinate, by street, by region, and like that. And you can manipulate with it. And if the address is wrong and system just automatically checks whether it's okay, whether it can see coordinates of the address or not. If it's not, it will be like a special interface for dispatcher who will manually just easily correct it, because he will see where the mistake is and he will switch it, save it, and it will be like exact correct. So it is like manual address correction. It is about like 5% of all orders, maybe up to, not more, like which are not so good geolocated. Because clients just are in their site just saying whatever we want, like the address is a mess. And of course you understand that if you will check it on the site, the conversion will be lower. So we make it on our part, and if something goes wrong, dispatcher should call, for example, a client, and checks whether the address is valid or not. So like that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. ¿Alguna pregunta más? ¿No? Okay, thank you very much
Thank
to
you.
Atlasdelivery.
Thank you.
Daria. Buenas tardes, les invitamos a venir a la siguiente ponencia, que empieza a las 4, que es un foro, una charla, coloquio entre la unión en la universidad y la empresa para unirse en formación y crear nuevas vías de desarrollo. Va a ser muy interesante. Gracias.